lap of those stops. 119.
Yep.
Now one. Guys, do a quick sweep. I think
I'm in Nadu's pit. He took 4 tires.
okay, here's the ones I want to check on, okay?
All right, roll.
I want to check on the 31, the 88, the 99, and I think that's it.
Yeah.
Well, Alan, I can tell you right away, the 31 just took 2 tires.
Right side's on the
It's going to
scanner,
be a
okay.
minute for me to check on the 99 because I'm back here with Bill.
Okay.
I need to do this as soon as I can, okay? Okay, thank you.
Alan, the 88 just took 2.
Okay, we need the 99 also.
We're trying to check on it.
Yep. If this were radio, I could just kind of, well, never mind. I could make it up.
With you here on TBS Circuit City aerial platform, giving you this shot of a double dog leg. We have seen just an outstanding performance by a dark horse in this race, Danbury, Connecticut's Jerry Nadeau's, and after 195 miles, race summary is looking like this. Mike Skinner, making a 2-tire change, has taken first place. 11 lead changes. We have had 3 cautions for 12 laps. And 42 of 43 starters are still out here and competing. Let's go to Marty Snyder.
What a heartbreaking day for Bill Elliott. Bill, what happened?
We had something. It took the teeth off the oil pump belt. We run an external oil pump, and it's a rubber belt. And when we came in, the teeth were gone off the belt. And I noticed it didn't have any oil pressure, or not a lot, when I went down in turn 1. And when I started down the back straightaway, I got nearly into 3. And it went down, and I cut it off, but it was too late. It speeds the motor up. They tried to put a belt on it, but it wouldn't start.
And they did try to fix it, but it would not start. Bill Elliott will be done for the night.
I could just about bet you that he lost the oil pump. It quit turning, and that was shear the belt.
We're getting set to go back racing as the field is bunched up double wide up in turn number 3. Lap cars to the inside. Let's tell you that Mike Skinner, our pit reporters say, Dale Jarrett, the 2nd place car, and Jeff Burton, the 4th place car, got right side tires only on their stops. Dale Earnhardt, the 3rd place car, Jeremy Mayfield, Tony Stewart, and the rest of them all got 4 tires. And by the way, Jerry Nadeau, who was the leader going in, he is going to restart in 8th position as the green flag is back out.
This is where Nadeau has to use a lot of patience. He has a great race car, but he's back further than he's done all day long. We'll watch and see how he does as he comes towards the front.
Here comes Earnhardt inside of Jarrett. Jarrett to the outside of Skinner. This is for the race lead.
Colin back in the green car out front. Not contending for the lead.
5 bonus points for the 88 there, Dale Jarrett.
Jarrett, the 9th different driver, to lead the Coca-Cola 600. Dale Earnhardt to 2nd. Mike Skinner back to 3rd. Remember, Jarrett only got 2 tires on the pit stop. Earnhardt got 4. Let's see what the 7-time champ can do with the defending NASCAR Winston Cup titleist.
Boy, Earnhardt's car is so very quick. Kenny Irwin is dropping back just a little bit. You can see him going on both sides of him as they go down the front straightaway.
New leader. Dale Earnhardt back out in front.
And now
car is not jumping around like it was just a second ago. It looks like it's on a rail now, so I'm sure they did a lot of adjustments on the air pressure on the tires. He looks very good now.
Ricky Craven has just taken his car behind the wall. The main driver, the second car to go back behind the wall, joining Bill Elliott, the only two drivers not on the Speedway of the 43 that started. Boy, look at that shot, top of the screen. There is some weather in the area.
Heavy weather.
Here's Jeremy Mayfield on the move, down low.
And there's a storm brewing right on the racetrack right now. Jeremy Mayfield down on the bottom. You see, I'm very careful getting in the corner there. If you run too close to the car on the outside, there's a turbulence between the two cars that will pull that inside car towards the outside of the racetrack.
Car Mayfield is alongside is Sterling Marlin, who's not on the lead lap. He is in 26th position. The second car, make that the third car, one lap down. Now, Wally Dallenbach in the green car, he's in front of leader Dale Earnhardt. And if he can stay there and get a quick caution flag, he'll get to come all the way back around and be back on the lead lap.
Alan, you're exactly right. He hasn't lost any at all to Dale Earnhardt. He's been out there just about that distance for the last 4 or 5 laps. But I think Earnhardt now is in the draft, and he's starting to catch him.
Dallenbach in the TBS dinner and a movie car here tonight. I wonder if Annabelle's cheering him on.
I'd imagine.
Yep.
That's got to make him feel pretty good that he's got a decent car, because that's the leader of the race trying to catch him right now. And he hasn't caught him in about 7 laps now.
Here is Dale Earnhardt Jr. trying to fend off Jerry Nadeau. Nadeau had taken 5th position from Earnhardt Jr. a lap ago. Now Earnhardt Jr. right back around him. Tony Stewart right behind them, making this a 3-way race for the number 5 spot.
Sterling Marlin in the 40, not on the lead lap. Ironically making his 40th start here.
Did you hear that with Junior in the gas pedal?
Yes, he was feathering back and forth, and that means it's not tacked down on the racetrack like he wants it.
Look at the difference in sky from the view ahead into turn 3 and out the back. Back down the back straightaway. The horizon really in varying shades of colors here as weather threatens this Coca-Cola 600.
And Mike Skinner is on the move right now. I'm sure that Larry McReynolds, his crew chief, is saying, you better get on up there.
Great race. Back for 3rd, 4th, 5th, actually for 2nd spot. That's Dale Jarrett, the number 2 position. There's Skinner in 3rd. Mayfield right behind them, dealing with the Sterling Marlin lap car. Then Dale Jr., then Jerry Nadeau, then Tony Stewart.
Dale Jr. right now, 2 or 3 times, he's tried to make it 3 wide and just couldn't quite make it happen.
We mentioned a second ago that Ricky Craven took his car behind the wall. Let's find out why. Marty Snyder's with it.
And what a heartbreak for Ricky Craven, who started 22nd, has got as high as 8th. What happened? Why are you back in the garage, Ricky?
Well, I'm really not sure what happened, but extremely proud of these guys. You know, the way things started this year was very difficult for everybody, but we turned it around the last month and a half. We've really made a lot of progress. I just wish I could talk to you at the end of the race instead of like this, but it's progress, you know, and I'm proud of these guys.
They had a good car at Richmond as well here today. They have a miss in the engine. They're going to change the battery as well as all the spark plugs, and they hope to get them back out on the racetrack.
Change for position, the 3rd spot, maybe 4th and 5th. Jeremy Mayfield on the move, got around by Skinner a lap ago. Now Dale Jr. and Jerry Nadeau are going to try Skinner.
Dale Jr. down on the bottom side, gets back in the throttle, pulls even with Skinner as they come off turn 4. Oh, you see the car wobble even on the straightaway. There's a lot of turbulence between these cars. He's losing a few spots there, had to get out the gas.
Now, Skinner's driving incredibly hard tonight. A few laps ago, he was involved in a 3-wide deal. He just put the left side wheels right through the infield, kept on going.
We are 200 miles into the Coca-Cola 600. Upper left of your screen, a full field summary lets you know where everybody stands. Dale Earnhardt leading the race. Dale Jarrett fell back in the early going. He's moved back up to 2nd, got just 2 tires on that most recent pit stop. Jerry Nadeau's been the dominant driver of the night so far. He's led 67 of the 145 laps as we watch Mayfield take Jarrett for 2nd. There's Nadeau. Tony Stewart, Mark Martin, Jeff Burton. Burton was way back at 30th in the early going. He's moved back up into the top 10. He got just right side tires on the last stop. Matt Kenseth has had a solid run, started 21st, up to 12th. Rusty Wallace penalized not once, but twice. First time 15 seconds for speeding entering the pit road. Second time a stop and go for speeding leaving pit road. Ward Burton had some problems earlier in the event that dropped him well back in the field. His handling was just off. He's moved back up nicely to 16th spot. There's Rick Mast, who has had food poisoning all week, waiting to hear if he's going to give way to a relief driver in that car. Mike Dillon is standing by in case Mast needs relief. Farther back through the field, Ken Schrader moving up to 21st position. Jeff Gordon having an off night. He's back in 20th. And the last car on the lead lap is Michael Waltrip in 23rd position. And we'll look through the rest of the field rundown in the upper left of your screen.
And those poor drivers, they have to look up there if they're not leading this race and see these black clouds all the way around the racetrack. Now we see the blue sky just behind the front grandstand here as they come off turn 4, but it is really dark down in 3 and 4.
So don't forget, it's not an official race until we get to 201 laps. So even if it were to rain now, there's really not a lot at stake in terms of the urgency there.
You're exactly right on that. Earnhardt Jr. wants to be in the lead when they come back to that halfway as he wiggles off the corners there. But he is already up to second spot now.
Great race here for second between 5 cars. Earnhardt Jr., Mayfield, Nadeau, Stewart, and Jarrett, who's sliding back through this group. All this, though, going on 3.2 seconds behind Dale Earnhardt, the race leader. So you got the Earnhardt family occupying the top 2 spots of the Coca-Cola 600. Very popular with the local fans in Charlotte. We'll come right back in just a minute. That's good stuff. Yeah, just don't forget that 200-mile thing. You were jumping at the bit, but that's the stuff I'm supposed to go down through and just recap people's stories on the day. When I was doing that upper left thing, you were, but that's the stuff I'm supposed to go through and recap. Oh, I know. Yeah. No. No, but I'm just, in case you're saying, what's he doing, you know? Yeah. Well, I'm, yeah.
Oh, boy.
Through it. Backstretch. Through it. Got away with it. Oh, no, he didn't either.
Cars.
He bounced off something.
Yeah, he hit something.
Right side's gone on the car.
Front corner.
Caution 4.
Ah, left
he
side.
hit the wall on the left side.
Left side flat also.
Anybody get a lap back there? I don't think so. Nope. Elliott Sadler's behind Earnhardt. Pruitt was running 38th. I think they will.
I think so.
Everybody will pit.
I think they'll pit every time they get a chance tonight.
Mayfield and Stewart.
Look at their left front. Just turned hard.
I'm the
left.
25 in the 8th. Nadeau and Earnhardt. Junior. E. Junior.
I've got Earnhardt Sr.
Robert Presley gets into the back of him and turns him right there.
Those things will happen.
Yep.
Nice look, guys.
You could just show it like that. I mean, it's
worldwide. Call us today at 1. Racing Radios, the leader in racing communications worldwide. Call us today at 1-800-669-1522 for all your two-way needs for race teams and scanners and headsets for the fans. Mack Trucks are furnished by Clement Chevy Mack Sales. For all your truck and tractor needs, call Clement at 1-800-369-MACK. Featherlight, the official trailer of NASCAR, CART, IRL, NHRA, ASA, and World of Outlaws. Remember to call Featherlight for all your trailer and motor coach needs at 800-800-1230.
Under caution in the Coca-Cola 600 for the 4th time, Dale Earnhardt and Dale Earnhardt Jr. See, I resisted calling him senior. Got off pit road first and second. Now let's take a look at the reason for the yellow flag. It happened up in turns 1 and 2.
The 77 car there, Robert Presley, gets into the back of Pruitt, turns him sideways, and this triggered the accident on the back straightaway. Pruitt hits the inside wall there, spins around.
Looking out the front of Jeff Gordon's car.
That's how much you can see when you go through a wreck, too. Can you imagine that at 180 miles an hour?
So after a round of pit stops, everybody took 4 tires. The running order basically stayed the way it was. The Earnhardt in the top 2 spots in the Coca-Cola 600. Yeah, but you did a good job there, Ben. That was good.
Yep,
we came back, we showed the wreck. Nothing changed on the pit stops. Let's go. Oh, no. We don't like that. Who said I like that?
No.
Is that Artie? Sicko. Sicko.
Hey.
You said I like that.
You'll like it in 50 laps.
Yeah. I don't think once they go green, no. I don't think anything happened drastic in the pits. Can you open the pit mics? Did anybody get 2 tires?
Yes. Right. Jeremy took 1 sweep out of the right front shock. He came in running 30, 21st, I think.
All right, that's important.
Okay.
We need to see that.
Change.
Alan?
Yep.
Alan, this is Hogg. Nadeau had 2 really bad pit stops. After that one where they screwed up the left rear, the next one was really slow. That one, they were back in sync, and they were really excited about it. There was like a 16-second stop. They feel they've got their rhythm back.
Alan, the 88, the 31, and the 3, all 4 tire changes, pretty much routine service down here. Additional information, the 32 of Pruitt going behind the wall, electrical problems.
Okay, we need to hear from Pruitt back behind the wall. I'd like to hear Marty's report on Jeremy Mayfield and see him on the racetrack, and then I think we get ready for the restart. Yep. 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 All right. Superstation TBS at the Coca-Cola 600 Lowe's Motor Speedway in Charlotte. Thank you. We appreciate it. Appreciate your being here and showing us off to everyone in the infield. I'll bet they're having a great time tonight. They may not be having a great time in a little while here, and I don't think I'd like to be up in that hot air balloon either. Because while we were in the commercial break, we saw this off in the distance. Yow. Watch. Whoa. Not too good. No. We'll hope that that stays away from us. As you can see, the weather has been changeable all night long. We're still not yet at halfway. It still would not be an official race if the weather comes in, but we're creeping closer and closer to that point where it's going to start to give the crew chiefs fits if the weather does close in. In fact, they've got enough fuel on board now to run to the halfway point of this race, so they may have just made the last pit stop they'll make. And the one who lost the most track position on these pit stops is Jeremy Mayfield. Came in 3rd, went out 18th. They made an adjustment to one of the shocks on the car that took a lot of time to do. He's lost a lot of track position.
Well, what do you think? 25-year-old kid to 49-year-old veteran.
I'm going to tell you right now that that kid in 2nd spot is just absolutely thrilled for the opportunity to race his father in one of the biggest races ever.
Elliott Sadler, 24th place, first car a lap down, overtaken by one Earnhardt.
Oh, he had to back up the throttle a little bit. He and Elliott Sadler almost collided coming off turn 2.
Here's the view from inside Sadler's car. He lets the second place car go. That's kind of proper etiquette, right? Once you've had your chance to get your lap back and you didn't succeed, to kind of get out of the way.
Yeah, they know they have to go because that 25 car of Nadeau's on the run there in 3rd spot.
Etiquette. I wonder how many times the word etiquette's been used on a NASCAR telecast.
Yeah, especially with a couple of Earnhardts up front. You know, they raced together, side by side, went right at it. Last year at Michigan in IROC cars. Earnhardt, the other that won that one. Yeah, here's Nadeau right in the middle mixing it up.
Nadeau trying to get second away from Junior, who's trying to get the lead away from his dad off of turn number 4.
I got to tell you, that's hero material right there. That 8 car just won't give up. He's going to the outside down into turn 1.
And here comes Junior to the outside of Dad. Flashbulbs exploding in the grandstand with a picture of the two Earnhardts racing for the lead in the Coca-Cola 600.
You don't think that lightning in the background didn't catch those drivers' eyes either. You can see the sparks starting to fly off the back of the cars. They're there in the daytime, but they're really prevalent at night.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. led most of the first 47 laps of this event.
Nadeau on the outside for second.
Wow. We've seen Dale Earnhardt's car be inconsistent in its handling tonight. He's been really good in a couple segments of the race and not so good in a couple of others.
Well, let's remember, too, we've got new tires on the car, and he's a veteran, and he knows take good care of those tires on the very first lap, and it'll serve you well in a long run.
And Tony Furr has probably told the 25 of Nadeau, don't worry about the tires, go after it. It's getting close to the halfway mark now. If you have something, pull it out of the half.
21 laps to halfway. Nadeau looking wide, turn 2.
Holy cow.
Get a man, clear all around. Not one, but two Earnhardt. Clear all around. Good job, buddy. Now get your pace back.
And Dad by Junior. Back to second.
Junior lost 2 spots because he was down low, and he's had a problem with the loose car.
Get your rhythm back now. Be patient.
That is the Jerry Nadeau crew chief and spotter talking to their driver.
Dale Jarrett currently running at 4th spot. Barely see him in the picture. A bunch of lap cars in the way.
Jarrett's 4th. Bobby Labonte's just taken 5th away from Tony Stewart. And 4th away from Dale Jarrett.
I was waiting on Bobby Labonte to start coming up through there. He knows it's getting close to money time. He'll move up. Every segment, he'll move up.
The NASCAR Winston Cup Championship leader, Bobby Labonte, makes his first appearance tonight in the top 5, up to the 4th spot. Now, let's go back to Jeremy Mayfield, who we told you restarted in 18th position. And let's get more on what they did on that pit stop that cost them so much track position. Marty Snyder.
Well, and these teams are very aware of the impending weather. That's why it's so surprising that Jeremy Mayfield took the time to make a shock adjustment. When you make a shock adjustment on a pit stop, it's a very big adjustment. It takes a long time, but it's also a very dramatic adjustment. Jeremy had a pretty good car before that. What they did is they took one sweep out of the right front shock. What that does, it opens up the right front shock a little bit, and that should loosen up the car, especially off of the corners. Jeremy was tight. He restarted 19th. Currently, Jeremy is back up to the 17th position.
And while we watch the two Earnhardts go at it, Dick, what physically has to be done to take a sweep out of a shock that would take them so much time?
It's just a bunch of adjustments that are available on a shock absorber. They start messing around with those things. You don't just take the wheel off. You've got to make the adjustments, then you get the wheel back on again.
Kind of stick a little, I don't know, a little piece of metal inside, a little nozzle at the bottom of the shock, and you turn it one
round.
You got to reach on there and twist it around. Pass for the 5th position is Tony Stewart's going to get by Dale Jarrett. Put Stewart up into the number 5 spot. And as you can see, we're getting closer and closer to halfway. The weather may be getting closer and closer to us.
And it may not, too. You may abuse your car right now, and it never rained at all tonight.
Scott Pruitt involved in bringing out the 4th caution of the race. His car's behind the wall. Mike Hogwood is with him.
Well, his crew is working feverishly on the car. Scott, what happened?
Well, we just got down in turns 1 and 2, and I think just got a little bump from behind. Cars are so much on the edge anyway that just, you know, any little bit of bump can really set you off. And unfortunately, we started out real slow. The car was real loose. We made changes. Tight car was running a lot better. We were working our way back towards the front, and unfortunately got taken out.
Scott Pruitt disappointed, but his crew's working hard. They hope they can get back in this Coca-Cola 600.
Jerry Nadeau was opened up. That interval of the lead, 1.26 seconds over the Earnhardts, Dale and Dale Jr. There it is. Bobby Labonte 4th. Tony Stewart 5th. Closing in on halfway in the Coca-Cola 600 with weather threatening.
Looked around the corner here. 35 laps to halfway.
I don't want to see.
I'd like to see the 2 and the 17 if I could.
Wow. What?
I'd like to.
Matt Kenseth has just been coming up, hasn't he? I don't think I've seen a car that's as good as the 25 since Jeff Gordon and Ray Everingham were together here.
He's nice and smooth, isn't he, buddy?
You know what, though? Look at Bobby Labonte.
Oh, he's just a rock with an anchor.
Watch him right here. He's right behind this bunch.
Yeah.
He's coming.
31st.
Huh?
31st.
Bobby Labonte?
Oh, Terry Labonte, I'm sorry.
Oh, Bobby, look.
Bobby's running.
Skinner, okay.
Look at him. Uh-oh. Race for second.
Seconds change.
I think he let it. I think he looked up and seen Bobby Labonte coming.